Come on in, have a seat. So you're here for your color matching. Okay. Do you know what color outfit you will be wearing? Okay, it's 2 days. I was not aware of that. Okay, so we can do a couple different color matches with your hair. I've got some swatches of different color hair. And we have a color wheel. And I'll compare that with the different swatches of hair color, and we'll get to an idea of what color makeup will look good with your hair and your outfit. Okay. Alright. So first I want to look, have you look right here and kind of tell me an idea of colors that you tend to like more or stick out to you more. Like, are you more on the orange, reds, yellows? Or would you be more on the blues, violets, greens side? Okay, because if you look, if your outfit's gonna be, say, one of these colors over here, then it's gonna be the opposite side that you're gonna want your makeup and stuff in, as far as your complementary colors, okay? Okay, so you're thinking more over here with your outfits, and we're here. Okay, you could try one on both sides. That way your makeup each day will be opposite of each other's. Okay. Yeah, we can look into that. That's a good idea. So I'm going to start by just putting the color wheel and place it. So we'll start with looking. Okay. You want to look right here with your greens and yellows. Your oranges, you've got your oranges over here, and then your lighter ones. And you don't want anything too vibrant when we're talking about makeup. So we probably want to go a little more to these shades in here, not the outer ones, okay? And if you turn it, of course, let's see. Let's get the, and then we have your blues and violets, red violets, reds. And again, we would be going for shades more in here to have a more so for the type of occasion you are going for. You don't want to stand out too much. If you look on this, you've got your blue greens over here, and you look at a nice complementary color for those. If you want to go down, and we can spin it around. And these are really pretty. If you want to put it for your eyes. Yeah, so I like those shades. So I'll write down a couple of those little ideas that we just notated. Yellow orange combo with maybe a blue violet with light purple accents. Okay, or if we do the reds, we can go with greens or yellow greens. Okay. want to compare with some color swatches of your hair. You did say you'd be wearing a wig that day. Okay. We will help you pick the perfect color. You want to take kind of a look through these. There's so many different ones with variations of shades. Like if you look at the different ones on this side, like so. And there's several different ones and different shades and tones. Even get into your warmer blonde, your more honey blondes, and get some browns. So is there any that just stick out to you right now that you wanna compare? Let me see. Okay. Alright, so what about some of these right here, if you're wanting kind of in the middle of what you have now and what you had prior. Okay, so maybe one of these 3, 4. Let me hold it up. I'm gonna hold each one up. Just look at myself. I think this one will go nicely. If I look, okay, so we're looking at this one in particular right now. Okay, and you want to look, we could try to find kind of a match for it, as similar as we can find on this color wheel. Okay. Okay, if you look right here for me, you see some of these. I think that the bottom one might be the most similar. So, even if you go down to these over here, these reds, and kind of the middle one, it might be similar to that one. Let's see. So we do it that way. Is it more similar or more close to? Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's more close to that one. So, and then of course we're gonna go down. And you go down to the opposite side of the well. Okay. That's gonna bring us right over here in our blues. Okay. Some really pretty blues. Right. So what I would suggest if you're doing the brownish. I would call that almost a caramel brown, okay? So if you're gonna do that for your hair, then I think that the blue should be your outfit, okay? And then you'll have the hair and you'll have your complementary blues for your outfits, okay? And that way when it comes to your eyes, we'll go right across, let's see, so you can go with any of these. As you see across from the blue, any of these over here would be okay. Yeah, okay, I see where you're going with that. Yeah, okay, so if you look at the reds, they'll be a very good complementary colors because it falls right in between where the blues are. Okay, so we could do some pinks, yeah, and maybe some maroon for your lips, some reds and pinks, and I think that would look good. Again, this would be your color hair, and up against those, and with your blue outfit. Okay, yeah, because we'll look back here on this side, and if you add, let's see, okay. The blue violet, the round thread, and we're getting over here kind of. We're falling kind of in this area. That's where the look's gonna end up, okay? Yeah. Okay. Let me do some testing real quick, just on your skin. This will not hurt. Just give this a more direct color match. Okay. Hold still. This is when getting the foundation match. Yeah, I want to make sure everything is perfect. Okay, that is good. Okay, now hold still for me. There you go, hold still. Just scan it. Very good. You're almost done. Good. Okay. To get a close look. Magnifying glass, okay. Okay. You hold still right there for me, okay? Okay. Hold still. go. Very good. Okay. Okay, so the second day, we'll try to find a wig. See. Okay, so let's look again at the hair swatches. Think of what is the second look you're gonna want to go for. This look, yeah. Okay. Okay, that sounds good to me. I like one of these darker colors. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go on and compare them. To your skin. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go with this one if you like it. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's a good contrast. Okay, so we're gonna want to look like we did before. Look on. Let me get a more. Let me get this one. Let's see. It's more manageable. Okay. So we're gonna be looking up here. And of course, we have some darker colors with some blacks and grays, but those will go with the blue and the greens. We look right there. What do you think? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a start. The blues, greens. This time we're gonna want to do with, let's see, your makeup. That should be. Let me get the pointer out. So if we're gonna go with the blues, greens to go with your hair, then let's see. I'll go. So the blues, greens for your makeup. Okay, it should be right here. And so we're gonna go down and across. Once again, we're winding up over here with these colors. Okay, but it's gonna be different because your dress will be blue versus the blues, greens, and your makeup's this time. Okay, so the dress is blue in the first one. We've got your blue, greens with your makeup. So we go down here. Do you know what I think would be really pretty with that hair color? Let's see. Let's put that up against our blue, greens. Yeah. Put that up against the blue, greens again. Let's see. Sorry. Give me just a second. Okay, so if we put that up against our blue, greens, like so, it goes very nicely. And then we go down here to the bottom, and if you look right over where our pinks and our reds are, let me move that a little bit so you can see, okay? And so that'll go very nicely. I think we'll do red dress. What do you think? Yeah. So So I think the red dress with your blues and greens makeup and then your darker hair. Yeah, I think that sounds really good. I think that's a great idea. Let's see, let me notate that. So we're going to want to do the dark brown black hair. And we're going to complement that with some blue greenish makeups. And we'll decide on a red dress. Yeah, I think burgundy would be fine as well. Although myself, I think the red will pop a little more. Yeah. So, it's like we said, if we mix the blue greens, maybe little yellows. Okay, so on this side we'll do the blue green jellos, goes down, takes us in these areas with the red. See, so it'll be a great contrast and complementary colors. Okay. All right. We'll do your next step of planning once you got your outfits picked out. Okay. I want you to come back to me specifically. So you're gonna be looking for a blue or even a blue-green outfit, as well as a red, burgundy, or even some pinks. Okay. I'm gonna compare this. I'm gonna get it close up, and I'm gonna look at some of your tones and some of how the tones complement your skin. Okay. And you see how the color wheel works and how your complementary colors come in there in the middle. Okay. Yeah. So it's always something good to have and have at home to go on and help you match your makeup. Okay. So, no questions for me. Alright, well, you can give me a call or shoot me a text at any time. Send me pictures of your inspirations, and I will let you know what I think, okay? Alright, well, you can see yourself out. Go left and right, and you'll be at the front, okay? Alright, thank you. Have a good day.